BWB.
Bandwagon Buffs.
That's right.
It's your man's Harry Billion. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. All right, family, I got to go ahead and get into this video real quick, so that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. Hey, man, I hope y'all are doing okay. I hope y'all are having a great day. Some more reports have come out lately about some scandals and what's going on in the Buffs locker room. Obviously, some young men who have left the team feel some kind of way, and they're willing to actually give information about what went on in the Buffs locker room. So Khairi Mans, who just recently transferred to JMU, he had an interview on JMU Radio Network, and I wanted to play that for you so we can get some type of contrast on all this negativity that's always being casted upon the team. So let's take a listen.
All right, talk about your Colorado experience. There's different things out there, but how was your experience with Coach Prime in his first year in Boulder?
Oh, it was very cool. It was definitely an experience for sure. We didn't see the highs, we didn't see the lows. We started off 3-0, and
yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, we didn't been at the top of the world, we didn't been at the bottom and everything. But it was a really cool experience. I feel like it set me up a lot to see what the professional lifestyle is like and everything, because there's just so many pros on staff or ex-pros on staff. So that was a big reason about it. That was the big thing it showed me, just how to be a professional, honestly.
How was he as a coach?
He was I think he was a very good coach. Since I played D-line, it wasn't too much hands-on,
right.
But he would let us know, like, the back end needs us and we need the back end, so we got to work together, honestly. But I think he was a really good coach.
And you were in a little bit different spot than you'll be here, right? So, again, you mentioned that's kind of one of the biggest reasons that you were just looking for a different opportunity, because they had you more in space, didn't they?
Yeah, I was playing, like, inside, outside, backer, a little bit of everything, like a big nickel role. And I'm cool with that, but I just wanted to put myself in the best position possible, and I like the pass rush.
It's like people have an agenda to try to bring down this team and bring down Coach Prime. So from the gate, let me just make this point so that we don't have people feeling some kind of way, because everybody has an opinion. Just because a player left and has something positive to say, it does not mean that the people saying the negative stuff are wrong or they didn't have credence to what they were saying. That's not my point here. That's not the point I'm trying to make. But we are always playing the negatives. We barely hear any positives. So I'm like, okay, so if there's a positive, let's be fair. Let's play the positives also. Whoever felt some kind of way, whoever saw something, yes, it could be malicious in intent, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that their feelings aren't their feelings. I'm not trying to say this person is right, that person is wrong. I'm not saying these young people don't have the rights to speak their truth or to give their side of the story. If that's what they were doing, they would actually put their name to it, but they're not putting their names to it. So I'm trying to understand what the motivation is. If you don't put your name to it, you're not trying to let people know your truth, and you trying to tell your story, it sounds malicious because you're not putting your name to it. We don't know who said it. It's just these stories that are coming out. What exactly are you trying to accomplish when you don't put it out there? Because sometimes if people are speaking their truth, they want their truth to come out, their truth. And if they want their truth to come out, then they would say, hey, my name is X, Y, and Z, and this is my truth. But if that's not the goal, then what exactly are you trying to accomplish by putting a faceless story out there? We know that things happen in locker rooms all the time, but we have to acknowledge, if you're not going to put your name on it, then I don't know what your intent is. Khairi Mans is doing an interview. I'm sure they asked him if he wanted to put his name on this or if he wanted it to be anonymous. He said, no doubt, put my name on it. It is what it is. And I know some of the reasons why some of these young men don't want to put their names on something that's negative. I found it to be somewhat cowardly. If you want your story to be told and to be heard by the world, then you put your name on it. Otherwise, it's just gossip, hearsay. So if it's just hearsay, then anybody can make it up. You see what I'm saying? Anybody can write a story. Oh, I heard something in the locker room per my sources. If I want to sell a paper or I want to sell articles or subscriptions, I can just make up something and say per my source. Government ain't gonna come searching for me and say, who's your source? We need to know your source. Ain't nobody doing no research. Nobody's giving up their source. So if I want to get clicks and views because I know that the Buffs fan base and the Deion Sanders lovers, the Coach Prime lovers, we know that a lot of them are emotional and they're going to react to everything that's out there. So if I wanted to make something up and say I got sources, I can easily do that. So what difference does it make? You ain't trying to get your story heard. We can't necessarily take hearsay seriously. How can I say, okay, I want to take these young men's feelings into consideration when a young man does not want to put his name out there? So yeah, when a young man put his name out there, it It's happened before. I'm always going to say this person's feeling is legit. However they felt, however they interpreted, whatever they saw at Colorado is legit, and we need to take it seriously. So we're not crapping on nobody that left here. At least I don't do that here at TLP Sports Club, even though people have actually accused me of doing such thing. But I always say, look, if you put your name out there, number one is telling us that you want your story out there and you want people to know your experience, and that's your story. We're going to respect that. If you're not willing to put your name out there, then what's the point of the story? Then you don't necessarily have to say anything. Just let it go. Whatever the feeling is, just let it go. Because you saying hearsay, it could just mean that somebody made it up. Like I said, man, I respect the young men that leave this university. They had an opportunity. It didn't go so well. It's all good. We talk enough about the negative, but when we have some positives, we also got to highlight that. And I just wanted to make sure that we give Kyrie Mans his flowers the same way that we would say something about the negatives that are put out there. So Kyrie, man, salute to you, man. I hope you ball out at JMU, at James Madison University. Do your thing out there, my guy. And to all the other young men who have left this university, Cormani McLean and ball out, all of y'all ball out, man. Y'all are young men. Go out there and go do your thing and make your family proud. That's all it is. I'm going to leave it right there, guys, and I'll see you. Get it? See you on the next video. Okay.